Yes, I'm live now. Good evening, everyone. This is Santu Sahu, and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. Yes, I'm back again, and in this YouTube session, I will be covering some important PYQs for the upcoming KSET exam. Do join. This is the third video that I'm conducting. We'll be discussing the PYQs. Do join quickly, and on the the earlier two videos, I had discussed 70 questions, and here we will begin with question number 70 actually. Yeah, we have earlier discussed 69 question. Good evening, everyone. Do join quickly. So without wasting your time, let's begin the session quickly finish this paper. So here the first question is Nitili. In Greece Kannada, the fire and the rain is a marriage, tribal girl, then a Brahmin girl, a housewife, an angel. So the fire and the rain is actually a work that is by Girish Karnad, and Girish Karnad was heavily influenced by the work that is Mahabharata, the Indian epic. Mahabharata had a major and impact on Girish Karnad's work, that is the fire and the rain. Here Nitili is a character who is a married tribal girl, and here are two sages called Rabia and Bharadwaj. They compete each other to become the chief priest, and they are going to invoke rain as there were long famine and drought. So, but the king actually selects another one, that is Parabhasu. The king selects another one, Parabhasu, as the chief priest. So here Parabhasu's brother is actually, good evening Trisha, Parabhasu's brother actually named as Arbhasu. And Arbhasu loves this girl called a married tribal girl. So here A is the right answer. Got it? Fire and the Rain is a work by Girish Karnad, where he was heavily influenced by the work that is Mahabharata. And in the story here there are two sages, that is Rabia and Bharadwaj. They actually compete each other to become the chief priest, and they are going to invoke rain as there were famine and drought, long famine and drought. So but the king actually selects another one, that is Parvasu, and Parvasu's brother is Arvasu, and Arvasu is in love with this married tribal girl, that is Nitili. So A is the right answer here. Okay. Who calls literature a strange institution? Good evening, Trisha. So here, Terry Eagleton, Jacques Derrida, Michel Foucault, Stephen Greenblatt. Literature is a strange institution where a literature can say everything, but he must be aware of the politics. Here, who calls this? The right answer is Jacques Derrida. Jacques Derrida calls literature a strange institution. So the right answer is B. In which book of the Republic Plato banishes poets from his ideal republic? I have also posted this question in my community section of YouTube. Here, A, B, C, D, this is 1, 10, 8, 5. So in the book 10, Plato had banished from his ideal republic. So book 10 is the right answer. Okay. Moving on to question number 73 here. A little learning is a dangerous thing. Drink deep or take not the Ferian spring. They are shallow, drift intoxicate the brain, and drinking largely sobers us again. These popular lines were written by. So a little learning is a dangerous thing. It is actually a proverb even. So this line or these lines come in the poem called An Essay on Criticism, published in 1711. And you all know this work was written by whom? Alexander Pope. A little learning is a dangerous thing. So here Pope is the right answer. A little learning is dangerous thing. And to err is human, even is a line that comes in and to forgive is divine. To err is human and to forgive is exactly. Hmm. To err is divine. To err is human, and forgive is divine is a line even for SH on criticism published in 1711. God ears now. One of the following does not belong to revisionist Marxism: Raymond William, Terry Eagleton, Frederick Jameson, Lucas. So Raymond Williams, Terry Eagleton, Frederick Jameson, they all revisionist Marxism. What is revisionist Marxism? Again, revisioning, discussing the theories of Marxism. That is revisionist Marxism. So here A, B and C, all of them belong to this category of revisionist Marxism, whereas Lukács is not a revisionist Marxism. D is the right answer. Okay, chalo. Next question. The discussion of opposites and Moscow linguistic group AG1 contributed to formalism, modernism, Marxism, postmodernism. So opposites and Moscow linguistic circle, that is talking about the form, contributed to its formalism is the right answer. Okay. According to Northrop Frye's Mithui, one of the following is not a corresponding combination. Okay. Satire winter, tragedy autumn, romance summer, comedy summer नहीं है, ठीक है? So here it's A is the right answer. Is not corresponding. Okay. Tragedy में क्या होता है? Tragedy equals to autumn, satire winter, romance summer, comedy summer नहीं है, which is not corresponding. Not the Frey. Anatomy of Criticism, 1957. One of the following is not correct with regard of structuralism. It refutes, means proves wrong, Aristotelian mimetic criticism. It rejects romantic expressive criticism. It replaces new criticism, or it accepts assumptions of traditional criticism, which is not correct regard to structuralism. So after new criticism comes structuralism. Structuralism is refuting, proving wrong Aristotelian mimetic criticism. That is 100% true. Rejecting romantic expressive criticism. That is also true. Replaces new criticism. That is also true. But it does not accept the assumptions of traditional criticism. So it's D is the right option, is not correct. It accepts assumption of traditional criticism. That is not the correct option. So 77, D is the right answer. One of the following is not Derrida's precursor. Nietzsche, Freud, Martin Heidegger, Terry Eagleton. Terry Eagleton बहुत बाद में आया है. So here is not Derrida's precursor. Terry Eagleton is the right answer. So, who called French Freud? Even I had given this question in my community section. I.A. Richards, Ernest Jones, Jacques Lacan, Norman Holland. French Freud, it's Jacques Lacan. So, I know more of farm life than I did before I had read his poems. That means I know more of life. Okay, these are the appreciatory words of Pound. Pound is praising which writer? I'm giving the clue. 4-time Pulitzer Prize winning writer Emerson, Stevenson, Frost. Here David Thoreau. So it is Robert Frost. Okay, terrifying poet, known as terrifying poet. Robert Frost. Ezra Pound is here praising Robert Frost. Sure. EG1, Infuse the Anatomy of Wit. Subtitle is a work by Lilly. Okay. The rhyming pattern in Shakespearean sonnets A B B A C D C D E F E F G G. Okay, A B C D B C D A F F F F E E G G A A B B B B C C C C. No, that is actually wrong. The Options are wrong actually. What should be the right option here? It should be like A B A B. Then you have B C B C, isn't it? A B A B. Then C D C D. Then E F E F. Then G G. This one. A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. This one. So here it's a wrong option actually. Chalo. Spectacton has the following as its joint editors. What is Spectacton? Arbuthnot and Bolingbroke, Settle and Swift, Addison and Steele, Bacon and Lamb. Oh, it's not Spectacton. It is actually Spectator. It should be Spectator. So Spectator here. The editors are here. Uh, sorry, it's Addison and Steele. C is the right answer. The Rambler, the Idler were started by Rambler. These are by David Hume, Johnson, Gibbon, Robertson. It's by Samuel Johnson. Sorry, Samuel Johnson. Rambler and the Idler were started by Samuel Johnson. These are periodical journals. Shelley's Queen Mab carries the influence of Godwin, Wordsworth, Coleridge, Keats. Yeah, Shelley's Queen Mab carries the influence of Godwin, and he took the idea of necessity. He took the idea of necessity of Godwin. So here Godwin is the right answer. The Essays of Elia, first published in 1823, were originally published in Rambler, Tatler, New York Times, London Magazine. Essays of Elia was originally published in which one you are answering? B. So it's London Magazine is the right answer. Okay, and the last Essays of Elia published in 1833. Okay, last Essays of Elia published in 18 after 10 years 1833. Essays of Elia by Charles Lamb, published 1823, were originally published in London Magazine. चलो, Confession of an English Opium Eater, तो थॉमस डिक्वेंसी है, इजी वन छोड़ो. वार सोनेट्स, सिगफ्रिड सासुन, चेस्टरटन, विलियम ब्लेक, रूपर्ट ब्रूक. वार सोनेट्स आर रिटन बाय रूपर्ट ब्रूक. वार सोनेट्स. चलो, evil is often entered in the bones. Evil is often entered in the bones as believed by Herbert, Edward Gibbon, Edmund Gooch, William Golding. This is actually by William Golding. Entered in the bones. Evil is entered in the bones and influenced from Shakespeare. William Golding here is the right answer. One of the following British novelists was born and served in the civil police in India during the colonial times. Osborne, Orton, Orwell, Kipling. So George Orwell, you want to know Animal Farm. Animal Farm. Okay. Shakespeare was the Homer, or father of our dramatic poets. Johnson was the Virgil, and the problem of elaborate writing. I admire him, but I love Shakespeare. Who told this? Opined by Johnson, Sidney, Dryden, Wordsworth. Dryden is saying that I admire him, but I love Shakespeare. Johnson was the Virgil. The problem of elaborate writing. I admire him, but I love Shakespeare. So it's Dryden. Philip Larkin is called as Nightingale of England, the poet of the age, England's other poet laureate. Philip Larkin, the movement poet. So, logocentrism is coined by Todorov. No. Structuralist Derrida, Saussure, Roland Barthes. It's further than this. Sorry. It's Derrida. Logocentrism, it's by Derrida. Derrida had coined this logocentrism. Logos. Hope is the thing that with Hope is the thing with feathers that parties in the soul and sings the tune without words and never stops at all. This is ambiguous. You see some stop ambiguous. So these lines are written by Emily Dickinson. Okay, Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that parties in the soul and sings the tune without words and never stops at all. These lines are from Emily Dickinson's poems. 94, 95 now. Behaviorist theory, you all know B.F. Skinner. Okay, B.F. Skinner. So one is B. Okay, this option, the option. Emily Dickinson, exactly. Trisha got it. Behaviorist theory, that is B.F. Skinner. Cognitive theory, you have Chomsky. Monitor model, Stephen S. Krashen. Communicative competence. Communicative competence, that is Dale Hines. It's not competence, it's communicative competence. So it's 1B, 2C, 3D, then you have 4A. Yeah, so this option 95. Which of the following statements about the grammar translation method are true? Focuses on reading and writing with little attention to listening and speaking. Vocabulary is taught through bilingual word list based on semantic syllabus, emphasizes the app. Exactly. Here 96. 1. So based on semantic syllabus, no, emphasizes that appropriacy of language use. Appropriacy, language use, no. Vocabulary is taught through bilingual word list. That is true. Focuses on reading and writing with little attention to listening and speaking. 100% true. So 1 and 2, that is here B is the right answer. 1 and 2. So B is the right answer. Again B, exactly. That is the grammar translation method. Focuses on reading and writing with little attention to listening and speaking. Vocabulary is taught through bilingual word list. So 1 and 2, that's here. This one is the right answer. Okay, now you can read this poem, answer it. I am just reducing this, decreasing the page. Is it clearly visible now? Will you be able to read the poem here? From 97 to 100. Okay. Just okay. Now read. Under the blue skies of her native land, she languished and began to fade, until surely there flew without a sound above me her young said. But there stretches between us an uncrossable line. In vain my feelings I tried to awaken. The leaves that brought the news were made of stone, and I listened like a stone unshaken. So this is she for whom my soul once burned in the tense and heavy fire, obsessed and exhausted, driven out of my mind by tenderness and desire. Where are the torments? Where is love? Alas, for the unreturning days, sweet memory, and for the poor credulous said, I find no lament, no tears. What does her young said suggest? Young said, her spirit, her memory, her picture, her herself. Young set. Where is this one? Okay, here is young set. Okay, now question is, what does young set suggest? Chalo. This is the talking about memory, na? The previous incident. Under the blue skies of our native land, she languished and began to fade, until surely there flew without a sound above me her young set. So he is actually her memory. So here B is the answer. Young set suggests her memory. The image of the stone suggests his lack of feelings, his loss of earlier feelings, his cruelty, his inhuman status. Image of the stone under the and I listen like a stone unshaken. His lack of feelings, his loss of earlier feelings, his loss of earlier feelings. One of the following was not his earlier emotions. Deep, obsessive, he was obsessed. Heavy fire, in the tense, intense. Driven out of my mind, and desire, by tenderness and desire. So that is optimistic. So he's not his earlier. So your pessimistic is the right answer, isn't it? Pessimistic. So desire, that is optimistic. One of the following was not his earlier emotion. Intense was there. Tense, in the tense and heavy fire, obsessed, exhausted, driven out of my mind by tenderness and desire. So intense, obsessed, deep also there. Heavy, in the tense and heavy fire, obsessed, exhausted, driven out of my mind by tenderness and desire. So I found that, yeah, so pessimistic is not a emotion. The credulous said, reminding the women who believed in the permanence of love. The poet himself, the women who could not. So it is credulous said is actually remembering, telling about the women who believed in the permanence of love. Sweet memory, and for the poor credulous said, I find no lament, no tears. For the unreturning days, you see, for the unreturning days, that is actually the young said suggests her memory. Okay, talking about the past incident. So sweet memory, and for the poor credulous said, I find no lament, no tears. So the women who believed in the permanence of love, credulous said means. So here A is the right answer. Okay, so I have completed this paper, and tomorrow I will be completing another paper as well. In the upcoming days also I am coming with GATE paper, GATE. Okay, GATE paper 1 and paper 2 as well in the upcoming days for GATE as well. Chalo, thank you.